Hi everyone, I'm Kayla.
And I'm Loran.
And we are Stitching with My Littlie. This is Flosstube number 53 and today is Thursday the 6th of November, so day after bonfire night.
Yeah.
If you're new to our channel, welcome. We are a channel mainly about cross stitch, pretty much about cross stitch actually, so if that's not
we've
what
had
you're...
quite a few new subscribers.
We have, yeah, so thank you to anybody who has shouted us out. I think quite a few have come from like
retreat,
retreat shout outs and things, so thank you, because we've had we've had a massive influx, which has taken us over 800 subscribers now, and that's just mad for me, because like
last time we looked, I think we were on like 700 and something.
Yeah, we've been sort of stuck in the 780s, sort of 790. So we've jumped up to like 820 or something. So for us, that is massive. I can't believe 800 people subscribe to our channel, to be honest. But we are very grateful, and thank you to everybody that's given us a shout out and bumped us over. And we were hoping to do a little bit of a thank you sort of giveaway, but I haven't really had chance since I looked and realised that we were over 800. So I'm going to sort something out for the next video, which will be in about 2 weeks time, just to say thank you to you all, really, because it does mean a lot to us. Like, we started this channel, what was it, nearly 3 years ago?
Yeah,
nearly 3 years. So beginning of next year it'll be 3 years we started this channel, which again is mad. We've been doing this for 3 years, but I didn't think that we were ever going to get this far and keep doing it. I thought, oh, if we get 1 or 2 videos out, it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? But now we've
met some friends.
We've grown loads in terms of stitching, obviously in terms of physically as well, but especially you, people notice you a lot more from the first videos to now, like stitching changes and stuff. So yeah, we really do appreciate everybody. It's been amazing for us. So yeah, there will be a giveaway next time. I'm not quite sure what yet. I've got a couple of ideas, but I'm not quite sure. So yeah, if you are new, thank you for being here. If you haven't subscribed, if you would consider subscribing to our channel, we would really appreciate it. And we like the video, which gets us out there a bit more to people in the YouTube world. Also commenting, I am sometimes late on my replies, but I do read all your comments and attempt to answer them all before we put up another video. Otherwise I get shouted at by her. Got shouted at the other day because obviously the last time we put up 2 videos, didn't we? The retreat one special, and she said to me the other day, have you actually done those comments yet? Replies. And I was like, no, it's on my list, I'm doing it now. So yeah, as far as I know, I'm up to date with those. So yeah, but anyway, thank you very much. If you are a returning viewer, we appreciate you all, and thank you very much for coming back and sharing some time with us. Today, again, go get a cuppa, go get your stitching, because we've got loads. I can't believe how much we've stitched on in the last 2 weeks, to be honest.
More projects than anything, though. We haven't really got a lot pulled, have we?
No, we haven't, because obviously we bought quite a bit.
Chopping board things.
Yeah, we bought quite a bit in at the retreat and stuff. So the last couple of weeks we've not spent anything really. So Lauren's got some threads waiting to come from Rachel, because she's anxiously wanting to start a new chart. So she's waiting for those. But other than that, we don't have anything. But we do have tons of, I've got like 4 new starts and tons of whips. She's got new starts, finishes, fully finishes, whips. Honestly, go get your drink and brace yourselves, because we're it's going to be a long one again, guys. So let's get started. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so fully finished objects. I don't have any, but little Missy over here does. So
yeah.
And you're very proud of it, aren't you?
I am. So this was my first ever Mill Hill kit, and it's just called Flamingo. So here it is. And first time doing the beads, and I did them by myself, didn't I?
Yeah, so I think the last time
On the Flamingo.
You'd done all the stitching and the back stitch, hadn't you?
Yeah.
And then we went to the caravan, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Which is, in the daytime, it's quite good lighting in the caravan. So we've got the table there and things. So
Yeah.
you took all your stuff, and I said, okay, we'll give it a go then. So
yeah. So you cut it out, didn't you? Because it was a bit like intimidating.
yeah,
I'm not very
these
good at
legs
cutting.
are a bit. I mean, they were good instructions, but you have to come down through it,
Yeah.
down through the little beads in the
Back up.
feet, back up all of them, back down to the next lot, back
like
up,
the
back
way they
down. I was like,
dangle.
oh my god.
And then I just beaded some, like a hanging, because I didn't want mine as a magnet. I wanted mine hanging on the tree. And then the back, you also cut out the felt for me, didn't you? And then just a 2025 charm. So I was very pleased with it. And it wasn't as hard as I thought it was, actually. I thought the beading would be really difficult, but I don't think it was that
I think
hard.
Mill Hill are actually quite good in their instructions
Yeah.
anyway, to be honest, what they...
So I think now I'm going to try and look for a boy, because this is a girl to me. So she needs a friend.
We did see one, didn't we, with a little cap on it?
Yeah, the autumn one, that was cute. And I think they do a Christmas one, but I can't remember.
Probably. We're anticipating... Sorry, I've got something in my eye. We're anticipating... we've been trying, haven't we, looking at Hawkins Hobbies website, because we know that they have quite a lot of Mill Hill kits and stuff, but I think she's been away on a lot of retreats.
Yeah.
So it's in... well, the last time we checked, it was still sort of gone on holiday mode type of thing.
Yeah, but I have got my next Mill Hill kitted up anyway.
Yeah,
I got the Mill Hill bug.
You have.
Yeah.
You have got Mill
So that
Hill.
was my only fully finish.
Okay, well, I don't have any, so
No.
well done you. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah. Have you got any finishes?
No, I have no finishes either.
I only have one, which should have probably been finished quite a while ago, but oh well. So I don't have the cover photo because it was a, like, what do you call it? Like, exclusive thing?
It was like an extra to the Wednesday from... Is it Good Morning Maui or... No, Cloudsfactory.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no sort of... It's only the chart, really.
But I haven't changed anything. Like, all the threads are the same, so this is basically what it looks like. And there was no back stitch in it, I don't think. Yeah, there wasn't. So it was really easy. So I did all the called for threads, and I did it on an 18 count pickled by Pictures Plus. So it's really, really small.
Cloudsfactory don't tend to do like the faces, do they?
No.
Well,
They
not
just
in
do
the
the
ones
eyes.
that I've had. You have the eyes, but not really. But then I suppose if you really wanted to, you could just put a little
smile. Yeah. So I'm quite happy with that. I think I'm going to make that into a flat fold hanging and then pop it on the tree because it's quite small. So, yeah, that was my only finish.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, new starts. I have 4.
I have 3.
Okay, I'll start with my first one. So the first one that I started, which has been kitted up for a while, other than the threads, because I think I said last time Loran put the threads away after she finished it, so we had to dig them all. She dug them all back out again. So it's Come We Fly, which is from Primrose Cottage, and it's out of the 13 Spooky Smalls book. So that's the actual chart. And anybody who's been here a while knows that one of my favourite Halloween films is Hocus Pocus. So that's sort of had to be done. So I decided to start that while we were at the caravan over Halloween, wasn't it? This is where all these starts have come from, because they're Halloween at the caravan. So this is being stitched on a piece of 14 count Ada, which is been hand printed by our friend Arlene. So it's a spiderweb design, which you've probably seen before, this one. And I'm using all the called for DMC colours, probably in CXC threads, but they're called for DMC colours. So I've got the first one, so the heaver in the middle. So yeah, that's where I've got to on that one. It's not a huge chart, this one, but it will probably be hanging around for a while, knowing me. So yeah, that's where I have got up to on that one.
Weren't we watching Hocus Pocus?
Yeah, we tend to do this all the time. We're like, oh, we did actually have a marathon film day.
Yeah, we did.
Adam's Family, because we didn't have Wednesday. This Adam's Family, and we stitched on. Yeah, which is the first time you've ever watched Edward Scissorhands, isn't it?
It was good actually.
I quite like Edward Scissorhands. So.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd like it, but I did. And we also watched The Nightmare Before Christmas, didn't we?
Yeah, because we have limited, obviously, things in the caravan.
Yeah.
But, okay.
So I'll go next. So this one is one that I was gifted by Kelly, and it is called Simply Friends by Keslyn's. So that's what it's going to look like when it's done. And I wasn't planning on starting this anytime soon, but I bought a thread from the retreat that we just went to, and I was like, I feel like this would be perfect for this piece. And I think it is as well. So I'm doing this on 14 count Rustico by Fabric Flair. And the thread is Jack-o'-lantern from, let me check.
Is it a week's dye?
I think so. Yeah, Week's Dye Works, Jack-o'-lantern. And with this one, I've gone sideways, stitched sideways. I haven't done up and down because I wanted the variegation to be a bit more, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that needle minder was hand painted from Arlene. So I'm really happy with this one. It is very cute.
It's very cute. Looks a bit like at the moment. Obviously, tigers don't have legs either, like that. But it looks a bit like a tiger's bum.
It's like tiger.
Obviously,
print.
tigers have legs, but not like.
Yeah, not dangling. So I have.
Well, they might dangle if they were sat on a broomstick, but they don't look like that.
So yeah, I'm gonna work on that again soon, and hopefully next time the witch will be done. Hopefully.
Okay, number 2 is a new Tiny Modernist mouse. So this is Mouse's Halloween stitching. So this is what it will look like when it's finished. Lauren's already done this one, so it is on display in our house now. Because we still have all our Halloween and autumn stitching up. I know a lot of people hit the 1st of November and have
do Christmas.
Got Christmas out, but that I can't do it. So 1st of December I can get into it. November absolutely not. So I've lost my needle again.
Great. It's probably lurking around here.
Well, it's either that or it's in the bag still, I don't know.
I didn't hear anything drop on the floor.
It's in the bag probably. So this is where I am up to on this one. So this is just a 14 count Ada. It's an unknown colour, and I'm just using the DMC alternatives because they tend to use fancy flossers in this, but they also give a DMC alternative, and that's just what I'm using. So yeah, I've got quite a bit done on that first start, but obviously we are past Halloween now, but I'm still going to keep working on it. So that is the one that's in my rotation again, so that is will be in my bag to work on it each time. You see it. Okay, off you go while I try and find my needle in the bag.
Okay. So this next one I bought from the Nimble Thimble. So it is Dr. Raven by Stacy Nash.
You lost your voice.
Yeah. Part of the Animal Crackers series.
Okay, can't find it.
So I've done this on a 16 count Wren by Picture This Plus. Because I think 16 count was like
What is it?
I think it was 32.
Oh, is it 32? Yeah.
Yeah. But obviously it equivalents to 16, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you do it.
Oh, I'm struggling.
2. 2 over 1.
I don't know. But I only got a little bit done. Because it was 16 count and I did it at night time in the caravan, so there wasn't a lot of light. So I'm using all the DMC conversion colours because they're originally done in Fancy Floss. And they didn't give you a DMC call for, did they? So we had to find one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're Weeks Dye Works, I think, aren't they?
I don't know, they're Fancy Floss anyway.
Yeah. So we've found them ourselves.
Yeah. This one's just like blocks really. So I went up. So I don't know if I'll come down and do a bit more of the like his belly outfit or if I should start on the cloak. I'm not sure yet. Because I do get a bit bored with just like lines. Yeah, and they're quite dark colours, so yeah, I feel like I'll get quite bored. At least if I go, the bunny face is up, so I could just swap to the bunny face if I really wanted to. So that's my second new start.
Okay. So my third one is Bones. So it is the Stacy Nash one, which will look like this. So it's from the Animal Crackers series, but it's called Bones. That's what it will look like when it's done. And I'm just working on the main cat at the moment. So I'm doing this on a 16 count Ada, which is Picture This Plus Shale, and I'm using the DMC alternatives that we found. So
You got a lot done.
Did get quite a bit done. I didn't really want to put this one down, to be honest, but yeah. So this is where I am. Hopefully, yeah, you can see. So I've just got the arms to do. The bones, and then I have a lot of
Black.
so it's all stitched black, but that's okay. I don't mind that too much. That's going to be a piece that I can just pull out whenever and just
When you're tired.
yeah, and just go like that, so I don't mind having a piece like that really. So yeah, I've just got the two arms to do, and then I'll be on the body black. So yeah, I quite enjoyed that one. Quite cute. So yeah,
Okay.
there's that one.
So my
I put in actually 409 stitches on that because I managed to get that paper pattern into.
Pattern Keeper.
Yeah, I think I.
Was it Pattern Keeper?
Yeah, I did get it into Pattern Keeper, but just to count it, I didn't put the colours in on it because it was just a PDF, like a pattern, a photo, I think, that I just converted into like a PDF and it uploaded quite well. So
okay, so my last new start is Make a Little Magic by Tiny Modernist. And I definitely did not want to put this one down. I think like the day after I was like, I might work on it again, but then I was like, no, I've got other whips to do. And I really like Tiny Modernist things anyway. So this one's on 16 count Shale by Picture This Plus. And I'm using all the called for threads. So here it is. So I started on the make a little magic block because that was the middle point, and like this potion here, I've done like the back stitch for it and the white, but I haven't got the other colour for it yet because that's in the order that we did for Rachel.
Yeah.
From Rachel. So yeah, I think the back stitch definitely makes this, because when I was stitching it, I literally stitched the word little, but it was all like just lines, wasn't it? So I had to do the back stitch straight away because I was like, otherwise it's not really going to look like anything. So yeah, I'm very happy with that one. And it's not like massive, but then
it's quite good, that one though, that you've got like the blocks, so each block is almost like a mini finish, isn't it?
And I think after I finish this block, I might go across and do the witch. So that'll be nice. So
as you can see, we are not seasonal stitchers for anybody here. We stitch anything, whenever.
Yeah.
We still stitch like Christmas and Halloween in February, March. We just,
and summertime.
Yeah, we're definitely not seasonal stitchers at all. So, which is good really, because the amount of Halloween and Christmas projects I have, especially, they would never get done if I just waited for the season to do it.
It'd be crazy.
So the last new start that I had is Murky Manor. So this is a Glendon Place piece that I purchased when I was at the Nimble Thimble. This is what it will look like when it's finished. There's quite a few colours in this one, so majority of them, they are CXC colours, because I ordered them from Rachel, being the amount of colours that they are. The rest of them that are like fancy threads was in the kit that I purchased already. So the only thing that I'm doing differently on this one is there's called for like the special sort of thread. So when you would put like two blended threads together to make, so one of them calls for a Krynic, which is called grapefruit braid, which is like a fluorescent one, but in the UK, I don't know about anywhere else, but in the UK we are struggling to get, because I believe that Krynic have been bought out by Petite Treasure Braid. I think that's right, I'm not sure, but so yeah, Chris from the Nimble Thimble has been trying about 18 months apparently to get this thread and hasn't been able to. So she gave me an idea of what else I could do, what other people have been doing. So instead of one strand of white thread and the fluorescent Krynic, I'm doing a Petite Treasure Braid, so the white, the PB300 white glow in the dark thread with DMC 712. So if I can find it quickly in my big bag, I'll just show you the. So it will be that Petite Treasure Braid. I can get it to focus. So yeah, like the glow in the dark sort of shiny one with DMC 712, which apparently will give you a, yeah, it's not showing up right, true, but it will give you a similar look. So I'm going with that because I tried to get it and it's out of stock everywhere. So, and obviously if Chris hasn't been able to get it from Nimble Thimble for 18 months, then it's not going to happen. So that's the only thing. Anyway, I've gone off on a tangent there, sorry, but that's the only difference. Everything else I'm using exactly called for. So it's being done on a piece of 16 count Ada, which is called Sapphire by Fibre on a Whim. And like I said, I'm using all the called for other than that. So it's only a small start, but I've started in the middle because I am a centre starter, and I've got one of those windows done. So So that one is in a book, so it's a paper chart over 5 or 6 pages. So I've managed to take, not photos, scan. Sorry, I was looking over there because my printer's over there. I've scanned each page, which has enabled me to get it, not into Pattern Keeper or anything, but it's enabled me to get it on my Exodo, which is just a mark off thing. So I don't know any statistics, but at least I can scroll in and see what I'm doing, because there's quite a lot of different colour changes in this one. So yeah, again, it's not going to get done anytime soon at all, but I've made a start on it. So that is our new starts for this time. So between us, we've got 7 new starts. We haven't even started on our whips yet, and we are nearly half an hour in. Did tell you. Did tell you.
Oops.
Okay, so we are back with our whips. I've got 12. I don't know how many she's got.
8.
We've got a fair few. So we are just going to get through them, I think, for your sakes as well as ours. So my first one that I worked on a little bit, as is with all of them, you will see pictures of where we were the last time that we worked on them. So this one is Six Wives, which is from the Stitcherhood. That's what it will look like when it's finished. I'm using all the called for threads, apart from I replaced the wives' names with a green thread. So it's been stitched on a piece of 16 count Ada, which is called Blood Splatter number 4 from Zoe's Gifts and Crafts. And this time I only worked on it a little bit from the last time you saw it, but I've worked on the name, so I've just got to finish off the V and then the 3 eyes for Henry VIII, and then I'll be down the bottom on the crowns then. So it's not massively far away from a finish, but on the other hand it is really, probably because I just pick it out and do a little bit at a time on this. But again, it's got that done to be in my whips, so hopefully this one will be done before the end of this year to get off my whip count, because I've got quite a few new starts and not a lot of finishes. So so that is my first whip.
Okay, so my first one is Beetlejuice by Good Morning Maui, and that's what it will look like when it's done. So I didn't do loads on this one because I only did it last night and I started quite late, but also I just kind of wanted to do it so all of my whips that I put in my bag were stitched on. So here is my progress. So I did the bottom half of this one. So I did her dress, her shoes, her belt, her hands, her feet, and I started on her face. So she does have, I'm not too sure what they are, but there's like 3 buttons, but they're not backstitch. But they're down her
Probably
dress.
French knots.
Maybe. And then there's like a back stitch down her dress as well. So this is done on 14 count Ada, which was printed by our friend Arlene. I'm using all of the called for threads.
So it's not going to take you tons of time, because you only got one more character left after that one, and then the words underneath, haven't you?
Yeah. Which is quite handy because I didn't really want it to be in my whips for like ages. That's why I've kept it in my bag all the time, because it's just, I like Good Morning Maui. Like, they're quite easy, aren't they? Quite simple.
Yeah, they're not difficult. Okay, the next one that I worked on, which has only got one lot of work on since last time you've seen it, because I didn't work on this last night, so it's only got one lot of progress on it. But it's the Rainbow Days birth sampler, which is part of my sal that I'm doing with Danielle the Cardiff Stitcher. So it is Winnie the Pooh Wednesday sal and WTP sal. So this is the one I'm working on at the moment, and I am doing it as the birth sampler for my nephew's little girl that was born about 3 months ago now. So I'm not sure when it's going to get done, but I am doing it as it is, with everything included in the kit as a birth sampler. So it's in my bag that I made myself. So yeah, it's only got one. I will put a picture up now of what it looked like the last time you saw it. And this is what it looks like now. So it is just being done on a white Ada, but this is what it looks like now. So this time I've worked on finishing this cloud section. So I've got the two main big clouds. There's a couple of smaller ones, which I'll be going up to next. But yeah, I've worked on finishing this cloud section here. So I think I've got one up there, and then this bit here is where the writing is, but I'm not going to do any of the writing until afterwards. And then I'll be coming down onto the second page. So that'll be quite nice, because the clouds are half stitches and they're okay, but they're getting a little bit tedious. I would like to get down and do Winnie the Pooh, but if I do Winnie the Pooh, I won't want to go back up and do the clouds. So my thought is, if I just push on with those clouds, then I know that it's done and I can enjoy doing the Winnie the Pooh bit. So yeah, I'll try and work on that maybe later today to get this week's progress in that.
So my next one is Halloween Quaker by Primrose Cottage. And this is what it will look like when it's done. And I like these Quakers, they're quite fun. So
I've probably got a Christmas Quaker.
probably.
That'll be quite cool.
So I did quite a lot actually, but over like 2 stitching sessions. So I did the word boo, and then I did the moon with the bat flying through it, and then I did some more on this Quaker because I got bored with the middle Quaker, so that's why I went up to the word, because I get a bit distracted with this piece because there's so many things around it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do that because then it will look like I've actually done it quite a bit, and then I'll go back to the Quaker at some point, but I need to finish the Quaker first, I think. So I'm doing it on a 16 count Wren by Picture This Plus, and I'm using all the called for threads, and I think there's only like 4 full threads, so it's quite nice to do. And I do absolutely love Primrose Cottage, like they're probably one of my favourite designers.
Again, they're minimal back stitch, aren't they? And they're just nice, simple designs, but effective. That's what I quite like about them. Okay, and then I decided that I was just going to go completely off track, and I was having a calling for working on my Peter Rabbit, which is part of the subscription to, I don't know how you pronounce it, is it Hackett or Hatchet, I'm not sure, but it's a subscription, magazine subscription service, and I'm not even going there because they've done the spring sampler, which they started on summer sampler and they're on the autumn sampler now. And
But once again, we were watching the film, wasn't we?
Yeah, I had a call in for it. So we have to put a film on as well. If we've got a film, we've got to work on it. So it is being stitched on a piece of 14 count white Ada, which came with the kit. Well, it's not a kit, it came with the service. Yeah, okay, I might find a front cover page at some point. So this is the one that I'm working on, and I'm still right here in the middle on Peter Rabbit. I find this chart quite difficult to work on at the moment, but I do realise, because they've done it quite small, this first section, and since after that they've made the charts a bit bigger and easier to read the symbols and things. So I'm persevering and pushing through, and I am actually going to do them as the samplers because I don't think I need any more smalls. I need to just do the samplers. So that's how I'm working on mine. But we're quite pleased with how far I actually got a head in now, and I did the back stitch.
He looks like a rabbit.
No, I didn't do the back stitch. That's a lie. But I got the eye in, so it actually does look like
a rabbit.
So I have actually finished Peter now. So where that bit is at the bottom is the egg, and then there's like some flowers and stuff. So
there's a chick, isn't there?
Yeah. So that, and then obviously there will be the back stitch to go on that. But I'm pleased because he actually looks like Peter now. So
yeah.
So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one, to be honest, but I would like to work on it a little bit more regularly. But at the moment I've got so many things in my rotation, it's unbelievable. So hopefully at some point I'll get him in on a rotation. But this one, I'm happy with him now. Happy that he looks like Peter, so. And the fabric is a little bit stiff, as is most of them that comes with these things, but working in hand is starting to ease a little bit, I think. So Arlene from Stitching in the Fence, she bought a To the Retreat finish of hers, so she just finished Peter, that section that I'm doing, as a stand-up, and I think she's shown it on one of her previous videos. So if you're not subscribed to Arlene's channel, go over and take a look, because she has some, she's very creative, is Arlene. She does things that she sees a vision and she just does it, so she doesn't always work off the actual chart, or she changes colours up a lot and does things that she wants, because she is actually a mixed media artist, so that is her thing. So yeah, that's how she's finished Peter as a stand-up. So go and check out her channel, because she's got some lovely,
very cute,
lovely things. Yeah.
Okay, so my next one is Feathers by Bothy Threads.
Good old Feathers.
Yeah, I'm basically seeing every video because I'm trying to get him finished by his 1 year anniversary,
which is February. Is it February? January?
No, I think it's February.
I seemed very confident then, and then I changed my mind.
No, it is January. Yeah, but it's quite late in the month, so it's the 19th of January. So it is doable, but I don't know if I will be able to. But I get quite a lot done when I do work on it, so hopefully, because that would be a good achievement for me.
You can see the whole of that back end of the horse now.
Yeah. So I'm using everything in the kit. And I can't really remember what I've done, to be honest, but I've definitely done this bit over here, which is going into his back leg. I'm trying to avoid going up here because that is where the rest of his mane comes, and it's quite like colour swap, so yeah, it's a bit annoying. But, and same with his tail really, but I'll do it eventually. But I'm more trying to do his body first. But he looks really cute.
He does look cute.
So hopefully it'll be finished by next January.
I'm sure it will.
Which would be good because this would be like the biggest thing I finished, I think, and my other Bothy threads, well, I think I started that in 2022. So this one's definitely been boosted along. So yeah.
Okay. Right, the next one that I worked on is a piece that was spun on my whip wheel last time. If you are new here, because of the amount of whips I have, I've decided to put the ones that aren't in a rotation that I have in my bag that I do every 2 weeks, put them on a wheel, and then so as well as that, I pick out 2, or I spin 2 projects per 2 weeks, so it equates to like 1 a week really, to try and get through, so that I'm at the end of the year I've at least touched a majority of the whips that would normally just be sat here. So that is what my plan is. So this time the first one it pulled up was a piece that was a part of the Stitching Book Club. So I haven't done one of these for a while, to be honest, but I did do a couple of these, and these were the Stitching Book Club. So the point is that you have the chart, it comes out in sections, and you read parts of the book at the same time that you're stitching. So by the end of it, you will have finished the book and finished the piece. Doesn't happen to me, to be honest. But this one, I love The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. I love not the Chronicles of Narnia anyway, but the first one is always like my special one. So when this one came out, I knew that I had to do it, but I've made some more progress on it. I'm trying to work on the top half so that I'm sort of left with that bottom picture bit, because there is a bit of backstitch and stuff in the top half. So it's on a 14 count white opalescent Ada, and I'm using all the called for DMC threads on this one. So this is where I am now. So I did get quite a bit in on this one. 565 stitches I got in this one, plus the back stitch. So I worked on the top half of this Narnia and did the Chronicles of, and the back stitch piece here. I think I put the yellow bit in between here. I'm not sure if I did these as well. I did a fair amount on this, to be honest. Again, we were watching The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, and I think I carried it on. I think it was a weekend when we were here. So we watched that, and then I think I carried it on stitching on it because I was enjoying it so much. So I think I've got majority of this section done. There's a little bit of border above it, so colour sort of change border, and then I'm going to come down here, and it's this part that I need to do, which says the Pevensey part there. I haven't done that part, so I need to do that part, and then I'll be coming down onto the main picture with Mr. Tumnus.
Yeah, that's like the best part,
the iconic part with the lamppost. So that's where I am, but I've got quite a bit, and I'm happy now. It's starting to look, it's looking good. So again, progress on something that would have just been sat there otherwise, even if it only gets worked on once a year, which I know is disgusting, but it's still better than having a load of whips that aren't being stitched on, in my eyes. So.
And you did quite a lot on it.
I did do quite a bit on it this time. So.
Okay. So my next one is Mouse's Snow Day by Tiny Modernist. I absolutely love these charts. I'm planning on doing all of them eventually. I've done like quite a few now.
I've done quite a few.
Yeah, I think I've done 4. I think. So I'm doing this on 14 count Tea and Coffee hand-dyed Ada by me. And this one's quite dark. And I'm using all the called for threads apart from the blues. So the blue is a DMC variegated, and it is called 4025. because I love a bit of variegated. So now I've only got the goose, is it? Yeah, the goose left, and then I've got a few more little tiny snowflakes, like 1 or 2 stitches, I think. Then it's done. And I've already got the next one kitted up, so...
Which is?
The Mouse's Laundry Day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you already had the threads in yours, and I was like, well, I wanted to do that one, like, next anyway, so...
Yeah.
That one's already kitted up. So I'm getting very ahead of myself.
Yes, because you've done the Halloween and the Christmas one, haven't you?
Yeah, and I did the jam one, and then I've done the Easter one as well, and that's all I can remember, so that's all I think I've done. So yeah, 4, I think. And they don't take that long. Like,
Well, it's another thing, though, that we've got in a rotation, because
Yeah.
we've got, so it's sort of making us... Well, we
Right.
don't both need to do it, but I want them, and we don't have... Most of the time, our stuff isn't all together down
Yeah.
here anyway, so...
I think they're very cute, like
They
the
are
whole
cute.
mouse thing. So
They
yeah.
are cute. Okay, the next one that I worked on is my Mill Hill kit, because, you know, Loran made me do it. So Loran made me start a new one after I finished my last one. And I've nearly finished it now. So I was working on it in this little frame, but these snowmen, so this is the series that I'm working on, or this one in particular, because of how bulky it is, gets quite close to the edge when it's nearly finished. So when I was doing the back stitch on it, I've just taken it out, but then I noticed the thread gets stuck on the corners bit. I noticed it, and it was annoying me because I'm now used to it just sliding off the thing. But
So
regardless,
the frames are worth it.
they are worth it, yeah, but when you get to the edge it is a little bit different, but yeah, I think they are worth it. So I am now at a point where
Just the beads.
just stay there. I just need to do the beading and finish it. So I have done quite a bit. So I can't remember since the last time, but I've worked on it in 3 or 4 times since the last time. So that last bit I got in the back stitch. So now
I think you
I am
definitely
ready.
did the presents, didn't you?
I think so.
On the back stitch, obviously.
So yeah, now I'm ready for the beading. So that is something I can do at the table when Lauren's maybe doing some of her online lessons that especially if you're doing your sketching one, because I just sit here with you, but I can actually get this beaded. And then I have another one of these waiting, which is the tumbling snowman, I think.
I thought it was that one.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Or that one. I don't think you got that one, did you?
I don't even know where they are.
I don't know.
I've got another one of these in the series waiting to go, and then I also have, which I do want to do, is a Christmas gonk, which is it's a bigger one than this. It's a Jim Shaw one.
You'll have to do that one in hand though, because you don't have a bigger frame. Although you could move the...
What she doesn't know is that I ordered a bigger frame.
Oh, of course you have. Well, you could have just used Arlene's idea and moved the frame around.
I could, but I'm not sure that would work for me. I mean, it's brilliant for Arlene, but I'm not sure it would work for me. So I have actually bought, but the thing is,
of course, the threads couldn't travel.
They could not travel alone.
They could.
They could. No, they couldn't.
There was quite a big batch of threads. Yeah.
No, they could not travel alone.
I would have let them.
So anyway, so you may or may not see that one being started soon, but there is. I'm gonna. By the time we come back, this one will have finished, and I'll probably have started a new one. Let's be real.
I've got to start mine.
So that one was called Giving Snowman, and I'm working on everything. It's all in the kit. So Loran has an obsession with Mill Hills and has started drawing me in now. So we enable each other. We're so bad. She enables me most of the time. She sits there and she said to me the other day, we need to do our own little thing, she said. We'll do Mill Hill Monday, she said to me, didn't you?
Yeah, because it's a good thing to get progress.
So that's when I did my back stitch, because we were sat downstairs. We don't normally sit downstairs stitching. We sat downstairs and I said, okay, I'm going to do mine. I said, so are you going to start your new one? I know, because it's a new start. She said, I'm not starting it this week. I've got far too many things.
And also, the lighting
So she
here,
backed out on me. It was
no,
unbelievable.
but the lighting here is absolutely shocking. And I was not having a new start when the lighting is just awful. Like, it is awful. The light is not even good. So, I had a reason.
Excuses? No, she has an excuse.
No, I never stitch down here.
You do sometimes. You're going to have to
Only
start
like
getting
14
over it because we're at home all the time now, so for the next few months.
I'll just kick Dad out the room. So my next one is Dog Tier, which went a bit wrong, but it's fine. From Erin Elizabeth Designs, part of our 3 Cheers for Trade tier sale. Also, the Binman's just arrived, so again, every video this happens.
Yeah, the bin man around here used to come at 7 o'clock in the morning.
They're
So
slacking.
it was always when people are trying to get to work and, you know, they get stuck behind the bin man because we live in a cul-de-sac. So once the bin men reverse down here, you're stuck in your drive until they decide to move. Now, for some bizarre reason, they've started coming at this time of day.
How rude. We're doing a Flosstube, you know.
Yeah, do they not know that some people are sat here filming a video? Go on.
So here is mine. So it's on 14 count pale green Ada. And I think since last time I did the grass and this dog. And this is where I went a bit wrong. But I don't really think you can tell, to be honest.
Thanks for that.
What?
I was yawning behind here using this. And you just, you know, opened it mid-yawn.
Why not?
I don't think I won't return the favour.
Well, I didn't know you were yawning. So, yeah, it's in the face somewhere that I've made a mistake, but I don't really think you can tell. And it's not going to affect, like, anything else, because he's by himself. It's not like he's like this one. So, never mind. But next...
Sometimes you just have to fudge these things.
Yeah, exactly. And it wasn't that big of a deal because it didn't, like, join up to the tier, so I don't really know what went wrong, but oh well. So next I'll do the pug on this side, and then I've just got the one more tier left.
Very nice.
So, yeah.
Not far away.
No, but
But still far
yeah.
away, yeah.
It doesn't look far away, but the stitches on this one's quite a lot. So, yeah.
Okay. Next one that I worked on, which I need to catch up with this time actually, is my Emerald City, which is a stitch along being hosted by Jen from Jen's Stitchy Corner. She does not have an Instagram stitch along. It's a Facebook page, so for this Facebook group, I mean. So if you're interested in joining the stitch along, you can go over there and Jen will explain all about it in her videos. It is the Emerald City by Owl Forest Embroidery. So this is what it will look like when it's finished. This is a free pattern over on Owl Forest's website. And as it was a stitch along when they bought it out, Owl Forest Embroidery would bring out yearly free stitch alongs, which is amazing really, because they've also got Alice in Wonderland one very similar to this. But as they come out in their own cells, they come out in monthly parts. So this has already been split up into monthly sections. I'm not doing mine the way that everybody else has, because it started in the left. I'm trying to think in which corner. It started down here where I am now. So it started in this corner with Dorothy and the house and the tornado. Whereas I'm a centre starter, so I've started up here in the Emerald City gates. So part 1 was here, part 2 I will then be moving on to, whereas everybody else started 1, 2, 3. They're on part 4 now. So as I'm doing part 2, they will then come up and work on the Emerald City gate. So when I've done part 2, I should be in sync with everybody else, because the next part will be the rest of the Emerald City Palace. So that's worked out quite well, really. So I've got to finish this part, which is a bit of a bigger part than these two, so I do need to get moving on this, to be honest. So I'll work on that again soon and get that done. So that is being stitched on a piece of 18 count Ada, which is unheard of for me, which is Arial by Picture This Plus, but I'm actually quite enjoying working on it, to be honest. And I'm using all the DMC colours in CXC threads, apart from the fact I'm using a couple of DMC metallics for the Emerald City gates and things like that. So that is that one.
Okay, so my next one is Racer Gnome by Cutebroidery. And it's part of our Gnomes Everywhere sale. So this is what it's going to look like when it's done, and mine looks very different because if you've been here before, I'm changing it to a Lando Norris Formula 1 driver. So mine is done on 16 count Sapphire by
Fibre on a Whim.
Yeah. And I had a little bit of a fallout with this one, to be honest. It was going so well. I loved it. And I still do like it. But I was just a bit annoyed, really, because it was dark at night. It was 16 count Ada and I had to rip it out.
It's like a caravan, wasn't it?
So, oh well. But here it is.
It's because she's going off on her own tangent.
Freestyle.
So you were doing the shoes, weren't you?
Yeah.
And then you did them in one car, then decided that actually, and then she asked me and I went, no, I think that you need to stick with
I did the flag, finished the flag. So I did the white and then I came down and I think I did that bit of suit there as well. So the original plan was to do black shoes with this green outline, but then the black would have gone blended in with the flag, so I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So then I had an idea of doing the top half grey and the bottom half black, and that's when I ripped it out because I just don't really think the two colours was very good, to be honest. So I just went with grey with that green line,
which is the colour that's going to be in the helmet.
The green.
The green, yeah.
I think there's two different greens. No, there's only one, I think. Yeah, so it's turned out okay now, but it was just a bit annoying because like I had to rip all of the shoe out and then redo it.
Well, it's better to do that than to get to the end and realise that you don't actually.
And Zoe, Dash and Stitcher on Instagram. I'm gonna follow her helmet design because I asked if that's okay to do, and she said yes because it's got like the actual blobs of the helmet in it. But she did give me a little heads up and say that she did have to fudge it out, so not too sure how the helmet's gonna go, but I might start on the visor because that's what she recommended to do, so I might do that first. But I'm trying not to think about the back stitch either because
that's quite a bit.
Yeah, and also I've kind of got to do it like colour themed, do you know what I mean? So like where they've done a black shoe, I might have to do it grey. I haven't really figured it out yet.
I'd just do it in black, all of it.
Okay.
Otherwise you're just giving yourself a massive issue.
So it's getting to the difficult stages now, to be honest.
Although, to be fair, just do what you like, love, really.
But it will look nice. I think it'll be worth it in the end.
What do I know? I wouldn't be faffing around with all of this, changing things out, to be honest. So.
And I did also add the little 4 up there. That wasn't charted.
I could do it because I'm more of a touring cars.
Yeah, this is literally
British
him.
touring cars I watch.
That's why this is him, because that's his helmet.
So I could literally do the one that I watch at touring. You know, but I need another project like a hole in the head, and I've also got 2 gonks, which is part of our Gnomes Everywhere sale.
Yeah.
already in my thing that need to go in my rotation.
But this one is quite
I'm not doing it.
this one is bigger than the Soda Stitch one.
They are bigger.
But like I feel like I've got on with this one more, probably because I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's one that you want to get done.
Yeah. But little spoiler, my other gnome is almost finished as well. So I'll have 2 gnomes basically finished, and then I'll have no gnomes on the go. So I've already been looking at cutebroidery again.
Yeah, they've got loads of them, haven't they?
Yeah, they've got a horse one, which I think that one's nice. So we'll see. I've also seen a gonk tier, but I don't think that's from cutebroidery. I was looking on Etsy at first. So that would be like both of ourselves combined.
She's also been looking on Etsy, which has not been bought yet, for more Formula 1 stitching. Yeah. So apparently, so she came to tell me. I like this one, and I like this one, and I like this one. I was like, that's nice to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one that I stitched on, which I'm hoping for it to be a finish before the next one, is my Wednesday by Sammy at Little Loops, who is also the Old Barn Stitching Co now. You can still get these on her website, as well as loads of other charts. This is part of the Goth Girls range, so it's Wednesday Addams. Loran is doing Winnie Sanderson as part of the Goth Girls. So there's others. There's also Sally, isn't there, from
Nightmare Before Christmas.
So I think there's about 6 of them, but this is the one that I'm doing. I will probably end up at some point doing Winnie Sanderson, because obviously Hocus Pocus. So that, and I've been working on this whilst watching the Wednesday Netflix series. We have now finished that, but I am...
Oh, what's going on there?
Yeah, I just stuck it there. I am carrying on with this because it is so close to a finish now. So we put the Addams Family on. I was stitching on this as well.
There's lots of different Addams Family films, isn't there?
There is.
I just like the original one, to be honest.
So yeah, it's being stitched on a 14 count Ada, which is an unknown colour, but it's by Megan at Coffee Craft Fabrics, and this is where I am at. So I am halfway on this frame now.
That's such
over halfway. I'm using all the called for DMC colours in CXC threads, so I am now just on 310 now. And altogether, so I stitched twice on this one since the last time, and I put in 676 stitches. So I think I've got, I think it's like 600 stitches, 500, something like that, left to go. And then I'm done. So I'm hoping to get this finished before the next time you see it. But I'm really liking how this one looks now. That whole effect of the plaits in her hair and the frame, the little bits that are in there.
Mine is like not even a quarter of that. Poor Winnie.
Well, that's only because I've been working on it whilst watching the series, so it's sort of these things that come out make me work on my projects, and then it brings the love back to them. So that's going to be a finish on that one next time you see it.
Okay, so this is my other gnome, Leaves Collector Gnome by Soda Stitch. Again, part of our Gnomes Everywhere sale on Instagram. So I'm using a 14 count printed Ada by Zoe's Gifts and Crafts, and I'm using all the called for threads in CXC. So I've like kind of got the bug back for this one again, because I kind of put it away for like quite a few months, I'd say, and then I've worked on it a little bit more. So here it is. So it's very close to a finish. I think I calculated that there was 403 stitches left, so probably only take me like 2 more stitching sessions. So I think next time you'll see it, it will be done. But I've worked on the leaves at the bottom. So it's really close now.
Oh, it's very close. It's very cute.
Yeah, and I love all the oranges. It just is proper autumn. And that was the only bit of backstitch on his mouth. So this one's a lot different to the cutebroidery one.
So the stitch
Very
don't have
minimal.
an awful lot of backstitch, whereas that one
does. Yeah. So super close now. I feel like I've been finishing quite a lot of my things recently, which is quite handy.
How many whips have you got left?
Just one.
Okay.
How many have you got left?
5. Okay, so the next one that I worked on is another one that was spun on my wheel, which is Santa's Clothes, and this is by Raise the Roof Designs. So this is what it'll look like when it is finished. This is another one that I started ages ago and not got much progress, although I feel like I have a little bit now. So this is on a 16 count white opalescent Ada, and I'm using all the called for DMC alternatives that are given, because a lot of it is fancy flosses again, apart from I'm using 1 Weeks Dye Works, which is Blue Bonnet, which is for the writing where it says Santa's Clothes. So this is where it is now. So this time I finished the sack at the bottom, put the gold in and some of the blue, and I've come over here and started working on the candy cane washing line. So I'm going to bring the washing line over here to meet up with it. There's like a bow and then the top of the candy cane. Then I think there's some presents or something on this side, and then I'll be coming back across this way. So yeah, a bit more progress on that one. Quite like how that's looking. So, like that one. That one was started in 2022. Right when I was doing the start everything, I think it was.
Yeah. Started my last one. Okay. So my last whip is Strawberry Picking by the Old Barn Stitching Co. And I'm not far off a finish either on this one, to be honest. So this is what it will look like when it's done. Mine looks different because I'm using threads from Stash, and some of them are variegated. And I'm doing it on a 16 count Ada by Megan. So it's not named Coffee Craft Fabrics.
There is no opalescent.
Yeah.
It's quite a very pretty one, actually.
Yeah, it's like a natural one. So this is what mine looks like. So I am close, actually. And this one's got no backstitch on it, I don't think, so super nice and easy. So the vines are in a DMC variegated, as you can see. And yeah, I think the dungarees as well are variegated, but other than that, I think they're just normal colours. So just got to come up, do some more vines, which don't take too long, and then the strawberry. So probably in 2 or 3 more stitching sessions, and hopefully it'll be done then. So I might have a few finishes next time. Hopefully, because I've obviously got still a lot more new starts that I want to start, so I need my whip count to come down. And I can boost it back up again. So that was my last whip.
Okay, my next one was Autumn Walks Band Sampler, which is by the Stitching Cabin. So this is what it will look like when it is finished. So it will look like this. I'm a centre starter, so I started in the middle with these big leaves, and I'm now working my way upwards. So this time I put in 397 stitches, and it's being stitched on a piece of 14 count Ada in ivory, and I'm using the called for threads, so DMC colours in CXC threads. So don't want to see my back.
Is that how wide it comes to?
Yeah.
You've got a lot of room.
I know, but I've left enough because I'm not sure if I'm going to frame it or do it as a thingy or what, so...
It's not that wide, is it? It's just long.
I think it probably is a bit wider than I anticipated, but... This is where I am at. So this time I have put in the little yellow acorns, flowers on the greens, and done this border all along at the top. So all of that is 397 stitches, funnily enough. So now I've got the next row I'm ready to start is the row of big pumpkins. So I will be doing that next, which will be quite nice. So yeah, that is where I'm up to. I like that. I'm enjoying stitching on it. So that will be staying in my rotation, even though, I mean, we are still in autumn, but you know, some people, like I said, moving on to their Christmas stitching.
Not us. Well, we do.
Well, we do. Like I said, I've just done Christmas stitching, so it doesn't bother me. I don't do a lot of spring summer stitching really, so I suppose that's where the difference is. Okay, the next one I worked on, and I only worked slightly on this one. I think it was a later night and I just wanted to do a little bit of something. Is my beach sal. So this is the pattern is Beach by Flossabilities, so Loran and her team, family team. So this is what it will look like when it is finished, and Danielle the Cardiff Stitcher is hosting a stitch along which is called Beach Sal, and we separated it into sections. So I started in the middle with Build Sandcastles, and I've come down and I'm now working my way up. So I'm on the November part now, which is Enjoy an Ice Cream, and I'll be working up to the beach, which is with a hope to finish that in December. So by Christmas or by the end of December I would hope to have finished all of this. So it's being stitched on a piece of 14 count Ada which has been tea dyed, and I'm using the called for threads, but I only put in, like I said, 215 stitches on it this time. So this is where
it's too long for the board.
I am at. So what I've worked on is the whole of this, so the ice cream and the white bit here. So that's what I worked on this time, but as a whole that is where I'm at. So I really am not far.
Should be finished next month.
I am hoping to. I've really enjoyed this one. So I'm looking forward to getting this finished, and then hopefully next year I can actually display it properly. So this one will be, the next time you see this, hopefully I will have finished that part as well. So looking forward to that one. It's a really nice chart, so if anybody is planning on doing it at any point, I would recommend it because there's minimal back stitch in it, and it is really easy to follow and keep up with and do. And this monthly thing has been really good for me on that one as well. So yes, there is that one. The next one I have pulled out is part of my 3 Cheers for Trade Tears sale now, which me and Loran are hosting, and I am now working on, until I get this one finished, the Edgar Allan Poe tree by Tiny Modernist, which is, as you can see, a trade tier. And I had this in my whip stash, so I wanted to work on this and try and get this one finished before I started another, as I do have quite a fair amount of the Erin Elizabeth designs, but I wanted to finish this and then I'll go back on and do one of those. So this time I have worked over here on the black and the tree and the little bird, and I think I started off the pumpkin as well. So I did put quite a bit in. I've put 410 stitches in on this. It's being stitched on a piece of 14 count Ada by Megan at Coffee Craft Fabrics, so it is an unknown Ada, and I'm using all the called for DMC threads. So yeah, as you can see, I've come along here. I've got the bird, so I've got the back stitched the cage to do. I've worked all the way up here with the tree, and I've started on that white pumpkin, so I've got to finish that, put the little black sections like this one over here, so it's going to be the same as that one, and then I've got the back stitch cage to do. I've got a little bit of back stitch in the face to do, and then this section here will be finished. Then I'm going to come down and do the Nevermore section there, so I'll come down and do the two birds and the Nevermore before going up, because I've still got two more and the moon to do. So but again, it's getting progress on it.
It's quite big, isn't it?
It is a bigger one than the other ones, which is why I wanted to try and work on it and get it finished. So so I'm on my last whip now, which is Stitching Quaker, bless you. By Primrose Cottage. So this is what it will look like when it's finished. I started this off with Loran for her birthday. She did the Halloween one, and I decided to start the Stitching Quaker, so this is what it will look like when it's finished. I am stitching it on a piece of 14 count Ada, which is light grey, and I am using all the called for DMC conversion because they are colour and cotton threads, and I'm not using those, so I'm using the DMC alternatives that they have provided.
Which was all in your stitching rules, wasn't it?
Which was already, yeah, because they're the same colours as what's in my stitching rules, so it was already kitted up with the threads,
ideal.
which was perfect. So they're both in the same bag, and I'm just using the same threads for that. So I put in 411 stitches on this one, and this is where I'm up to. So this time I've put in the whole of this Quaker part, the whole of this diamond section, the scissors, there's a little heart there, and then I realised that I hadn't put in that top part of the hoop as well, that colour there, so I've done that as well. So made some good progress on this last night, and again, really enjoying it. It's got lots of little motifs, so feels like you put in some finishes in each time, but I'm enjoying this one. So yeah, that is my last whip. So gosh, if you've made it through this list of whips, well done. You needed more than 1 cup of tea or coffee. I imagine you've gone through about 3 or 4 by now. So they are all about whips. We don't have a lot of haul to show you, which is what we said before. We do have a bit of plans. So the only haul that we've got this time, other than, like I said, which we'll show you next time, but Rachel, we have a order coming from Rachel, that's what I meant, mine went blank then, which is just some threads for Loran, for you're going to start your solar system then, aren't you?
Yeah,
excited. And the magnetic frame, hopefully, so I can use that for my bigger mill hills, because obviously now I'm going to be getting bigger mill hills, aren't I? The only other thing we purchased, which is we were in at the caravan, weren't we? We went into B&M and we found these little things to finish, little chopping boards to finish. We've seen these a couple of times in some of the Flosstubers, because somebody was given
Sarah
and I think it was Bethany as well from Ducks and Crosses, was given these with a little chart to finish on the top half as like a retreat gift, I think it was. But we picked these up. I think they were like £1.50 each or something from B&M. So although they're not huge, I'm sure we'll find some Christmas finish.
The Christmas pillow from Flossabilities would be cute. Like choose one block. Cause I think she's got a Christmas tree block.
She has got a Christmas one. I've done it.
No, but a tree one.
Oh,
yeah,
maybe.
I think she has. So
she has got that. Yeah.
That would be cool to finish on.
So obviously we've both got one to use for finishing. So that's the only haul that we've got this time to show you. Flosstubers. We normally on here do a Flosstuber of the Flosstube, which is basically a new Flosstuber to us that we've come across. We haven't really watched a huge amount of Flosstube, and also the ones that we're trying to catch up with. We've been watching some of the retreat ones that people have been doing.
We're still trying to catch up with Adelaide's Halloween.
We're just trying to... I don't think we're ever going to catch up, to be honest. There's too many people bringing out too many amazing Flosstubes, enabling and everything else. So we haven't actually come across a new Flosstube at the moment. But yeah, we have been watching Flosstube and trying to keep up with all of the ones that we're up to date with. So yeah, maybe next time, because there is a couple of them that I've heard that have been shouted out in people's Flosstubes. So I'm probably going to go over and have a look at them. So next time we might come at you with a new Flosstuber. So we'll move on to plans this time. My plans are going to pretty much stay the same. I have got hopefully some finishes. I'm hoping to finish Wednesday. I will hopefully finish that Mill Hill kit. Potentially start a new one. I think that's it really. What have you got?
So I've just swapped out my bag whilst we paused the video. So not that many has been swapped out, but then a few has been put back in. So do some of them. Hoping to get a finish on Leaves to Collect a Gnome. And what was the other one that was almost finished? Strawberry Picking.
And Winter the Mouse.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if I'll finish that one, but get some finish of it anyway, because I've got a few new starts again that I want to start. So the Mill Hill one, I've kitted up the watermelon one that Lynn gifted me at the retreat.
Got them for show.
No, it's in my bag. And then Solar System, definitely. I'm excited to do that.
Which is a Cloudsfactory pattern.
And then I have some other things in my bag as well, like Christmas pillow from Flossabilities, and also a restart on Penny's Potions by Frosted Pumpkin. So there's a few things in there which might be new starts by next time, but I'm not sure if all of them will be. So that's my plans.
Okay, right, well I'm going to spin my wheel and find out the next 2 projects that I'm going to work on this time, and we'll see if any of them I've not already, because some of them I've taken out and used them, so we'll see. But let's see what my first one is. Gnome of Oz. Okay, so that's good. That's one of Soda Stitch patterns, which is in my actual bag, because I was hoping to work on it anyway.
That's good, because I need some of the threads for Leaves Collecting Gnome.
So yeah, I'm happy with that one. So that is the Gnome of Oz by Soda Stitch. Let's hide that one. And we'll go spin again. So this will be my second piece. Okay, so that's Winter Animals. So that is by the Little Stitcher.
New start, is it?
I'm not sure.
Oh God.
It might be. It's one of those that is kitted up with like a group of 3 or 4 of them. It could be that I'm working on one. It could be a new start coming up, but yeah, I'm happy with both of those. That's fine with me. So I have the Gnome of Oz, which I'm happy to work on, and a Winter Animals piece, which is a smaller piece as well. So so both of those I am happy with this time.
Yeah.
I was going to say something else. Oh, you wanted to show your...
Oh, yeah.
So before we go on to... Because this will be the last bit before we go on to life update. Lauren has got a drawing that she wants to show you from her sketch and science lesson that she does. So
this one's the Amor leopard. So this one was in black and white, which I much prefer the black and white ones. So it was more just working on shading and stuff like that, really. Because some of the colour ones, I don't really have all the colours to it, so they look a bit silly sometimes. So I do prefer the black and white ones. So that was my one, and that's meant to be like the snow, but I actually think it looks like he's swimming. So yeah, that is my
very
drawing.
cute, very cute.
Yeah.
You should have some more of those to show next time as well, shouldn't you? So get back into those ones. So
Maybe.
okay, so that is all of our stitching related stuff. So plans, everything else. We've got a little bit of life update to share with you, but if that is all you are interested in, thank you very much for spending some time with us today. We hope you enjoyed what you've seen, and yeah, we will be back in a couple of weeks' time.
Hopefully with a giveaway.
Hopefully with a giveaway. Yeah, I need to sort that out, but I do have something in mind for it. So yeah, thank everybody. If you haven't subscribed, we would really appreciate you doing so. So yeah, we will see you in a couple of weeks' time. Okay, if you are here for a life update, we've got a little bit of life update to talk to you about. Nothing really major, but a little bit of life update. So a little bit of update on my mum. For anybody that is new here, my mum has just had a hip replacement surgery done, which I spoke about in our last video. She's recovering quite well. She's had a little bit of a setback, so I think she was trying to run before she could walk because she felt so much better. And somehow, I think it's getting out of bed, she has managed to pull a muscle in her groin. So that's sort of put her back a little bit because she's been in a bit of pain with that and not have as much movement as she would have hoped to. She is still pushing through. She is still doing exercises that she's been given as much as she can be, because she does want to get the best out of her recovery as she can. So, but she is more positive, definitely happier already, looking forward to being able to do more things again.
She said yesterday that she's booking a cruise for next year, like, to go on, so she's a bit keen.
Yeah, well, the last cruise that they went on, she wasn't very mobile and struggled, so which was the cruise that she really wanted to do, the Northern Lights and stuff like that, and she wasn't able to go off the cruise ship like my dad and my uncle did, to go and see, get a bit of a closer look. So she was a bit disappointed with all of that, and she said that she wouldn't do another one until she was
I think she wants
more mobile,
to go
so
somewhere hot. Like, I don't know if it's the Canaries.
It might be around the Canary
That's
Islands.
what she said anyway.
So yeah, they've got that, and then she's got another trip that she was saying that she wanted to go on abroad as well. So knowing them, they'll be off next year. But it's really nice to see, because she's been in so much pain for so long that it's nice to see her a bit happier. So hopefully this muscle pull strain will be gone soon. She did say when I spoke to her the other day that it's improving slightly, so fingers crossed for that one. My sister, who I have spoken about on here before, she has different things, rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia. She has her spine that is is crumbling and has had rods and stuff in it.
And she has diabetes.
And she's now been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, so she's trying to get that under control because they're hoping not to have to give her injections. So they're trying to control that at the moment. And then she went to the hospital the other day because she's having problems with movement in her head. So sort of from the spine at the top. And all of her bones are fused together. So they're like one big mash of bone cord. So they're going to have to do an operation on her. Otherwise, if the cord and the nerves and things get crushed, she will end up in a wheelchair, which is inevitably going to happen with her other conditions anyway. But at the moment, she is mobile and obviously does not want that to happen. So the operation is going to go through the front of her neck, which my dad's actually had this operation. So she's going to go through the front to get to the spinal cord at the back. So have an op on that, so that's going to be fun as well. So
not till next year though.
Well, they sort of said to her it could take anything up to a year because it's obviously on the NHS, so we'll see how that goes. But she's on the list for that. Ethan has had his birthday. It actually was the 4th of November, so a couple of days ago. Anybody that is new here, I have 4 children. Ethan is my 3rd. Loran is my youngest. So she would just turn 16 in October, and Ethan is now 19. So yeah, he was on the 4th. So he went out, and him and his sister, who is 21, spent the day out in Manchester shopping, and did crazy golf and did all sorts of stuff together. So yeah, he spent some time at the weekend with friends and things like that. So yeah, we did a birthday cake for him and things, but they're getting older now, so they do their own things. It's not so much spending, although Lauren still spends time with me. Not for much longer, will it? We'll see. So yeah, that was nice. So that's the last birthday for us of the year, so I can sort of start thinking about Christmas presents, not Christmas decorating, because that does not happen in this house in November at all. They're lucky if it's in the beginning. Well, that's not in my vicinity. She does what she wants in your bedroom, but in my vicinity it does not happen. I'm already such a
I know, we
grump.
sound like, but I love Christmas. But just
I do like Christmas, but in December.
I know, because I feel like, because with Morgan, she loves Christmas, but she gets excited in like October, sometimes even earlier.
And then she starts watching Christmas films, and
then
Boxing Day comes, and she's bored, and she's had enough, and she wants. And I'm just getting into it then. Like Christmas Day, Boxing Day, I'm still into it. Like New Year's, I like my decorations up and stuff. So I like that whole bit of it. I don't like the thought of pulling everything down on Boxing Day. That just I don't do that. I know, and I'm also being grumpy as well because Halloween finished, right? 1st of November comes and all of the Christmas adverts are on TV. All of them, all of the supermarket ones, all of the flaming music, all of the kids' toys are out. Like, I like Christmas. I know I sound a grump, but not on the 1st of November. Like, really? I'm sure there's going to be loads of people telling me in the comments that they've got their decorations up, or that I am being a Scrooge.
Yeah.
And I probably do sound like it, but I actually, when I get into it, I am actually into Christmas. I do enjoy it. We do things. We go see the lights together, don't we? We have our own little traditions.
And we go to the pantomime, the theatre.
We go to the pantomime. I watch all the movies. We have our traditions. In fact, I'm probably sadder than I used to be because my kids' traditions are not the same anymore. So, but I do all of the things, but I just don't do it on the 1st of November. Anyway, on that note, over Halloween, I mean, we were at the caravan, so we have now closed our caravan down. Me and my husband have just got one more trip to do, the day trip, just to drain it down so that nothing freezes and whatever during the winter months.
We carved our pumpkins down there, didn't we?
We did. We didn't do what we normally do. Again, my mum and dad had already closed their caravan down. Normally my mum and dad and my sister will go, so we have like a bit more of a Halloween type thing. I will dress the caravan in Halloween things. We do like baking and stuff and pumpkin, but they'd already closed it down and it was just the two of us down there, so we didn't do all of that this time. But we did carve some pumpkins, so we'll put a picture up of our pumpkins. Loran's was obviously a Formula One themed one. But we did do that. We had some trick-or-treaters from the caravan site. They come down dressed up, so we did that as well, didn't we? And then
sweets.
Yeah, and then we went up and had like an end of season sort of party do with things up there. But yeah, our site it actually stays open until January, but the water gets turned off. So if you want to, you have to sort of take bottled water to wash and flush the toilet down with and stuff. And also we have an old girl, our caravan is old, she is single glazed,
so it's really
windows cold. Yeah, no central heating or anything, and we love her, don't we? We do love her, but at this time of year when it drops cold by the coast, it is freezing. So yeah, we do not go down. There are some people that go down certain times, but we do not. So yeah, Loran is no longer going down there. I've got one more trip just to do that last drain down, and then we are at home for the winter. So
hopefully we can get some fully finishes done.
Yeah, we've got quite a few Christmas things that need finishing. And then maybe some other things sort of January, February, which is always my grump months, because it seems to take forever for the caravan to reopen in March, and then
but this year
Christmas
went
is
fast,
done.
so maybe next year will go fast. Hopefully not.
We will see. So yeah, caravan's been closed down. Not much else really to report. Me and Loran, after the last video, I just got worse. I was ill and just got worse and worse. So we didn't go. You didn't go horse riding that day, did you? And you went last week again and yesterday. But yeah, that week I'd started off with that cough and I just felt really, really rough. So, which I don't think I'm the only one. I think lots of people have been feeling quite ill. So, but I am much better now. So we are back to usual.
We went to the dentist.
Yeah, we had a dentist thing. You've got an orthodontist appointment next week, haven't you? My car's got to go in for its MOT by next week, so I need to get that booked in.
Busy life.
And yeah, we're just gonna do some more stitching. You've got racing weekend this weekend, haven't you? So you'll be
fight with my racing gnome probably.
Watching Formula One or fighting with your racing gnome, and yeah, just a bit more quieter. Life is a bit more quieter at the moment, so I suppose that's not a bad thing before all the Christmas hype comes. But yeah, I think that's it. We haven't got anything else to say, have we? No. So yeah, again, thank you to everyone for shouting us out, all our new subscribers that have come over to our channel. We will hopefully be back in 2 weeks' time. That is our plan now. Like I said, we don't really have a lot going on, so we should be able to keep up with that now. And yeah, put some comments to us below if you think I'm being a Scrooge and you have already decorated for Christmas, what you do for Christmas, and if you're like me and you prefer waiting until December to actually start enjoying Christmas, then put that down as well. But yeah, other than that, we will see you in a couple of weeks' time. We hope you're all well. We hope you're all staying safe, getting loads of stitching done, and we will see you again soon. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.